To go live in this car at the moment. We're still driving to the location of this slaughterhouse, but as we are pulling up or getting close to it, a truck with a load of cows on it is behind us, and I believe they're going to go into the slaughterhouse. So we have the element of surprise on us here. The slaughterhouse are not knowing that we're coming. The truck doesn't know that we're here. So the likelihood is they're going to stop and pull up and have to wait at the gate. So I've got the tripod ready. We're live here. I've got the Osmo ready. This Osmo needs to be rolling too. Oh God, sorry guys for the shakiness. Slats are high, so I think I'm going to struggle to get up. Should I go Osmo or tripod? Osmo or tripod?
You're going to have time?
I'm going to try both.
Another truck's just come out.
That truck's just left.
Blimey.
Okay, so this is busy here today, guys. Please, as you're coming into this stream, please double tap the screen. Please like it. Kane, how you going, Kane? Thanks for being in there, Kane. Please double tap that screen. We are live in the car because we've just gone past a slaughter truck. They are literally
I'm trying to get in front of them. I think they're about 5 behind them.
about 5 cars behind us. So we're going to try and get these cows seen to the world. So please double tap the screen, share the stream as many places as you can. I'm going to get that on and recording as well. This is going to be, let me see if I can get this out already. Oh God, right, if I do that with that one.
We're going to have probably a minute.
Going to have a minute or two.
Before they arrive. Manage to get in front of them.
So I've probably got time to just
Put the legs down.
get the legs down and get that, because I think that the live stream will be, right guys, okay, cool. Kane, we are on our way to ABP today. ABP. Then we're there. We're 1 minute away. This is fine. ABP. They don't know what ABP we're going to. Right, guys. Anyone joining this stream right now? We don't normally start like this. It's usually a little bit more organised, but we are just in front of a slaughterhouse truck. Good morning. Respect to you both. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Respect to you guys for being here. That chat is going to be a difficult place to be in a minute. The trolls, when the trolls turn up, it's difficult to be in them chats sometimes with everything that's going on. So thank you guys for being in here. How's the signal, guys, and how is the audio? Is the audio okay? Let me know how the audio is. Let me know if the signal's good. It should be all good. Your stuff's in the back, ready to grab when you need to. Coming through clear. Also, one mystery voice, thank you so much. You still see them in the back?
No, I think they got caught by traffic lights, which gives us a little bit more time.
Gives me a little bit more time. Okay, cool.
I'll drop you off.
Thanks, Kay.
I'm not going to go right outside of it, so they don't... Maybe I could actually.
Hamster Lover, thank you very much for coming in and saying hi, even though you got to go to work. Really appreciate it. Please double tap the screen. Let's get the likes in here. Get as many comments and hearts and likes in here in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes as possible. Just spam that chat, guys, because there are cows in the truck behind us we're about a minute or two in front of them to be going into this slaughterhouse, and we really need the world to see them. We really need these cows to be seen. So please, for them, please hit them algorithm, hit the likes, hit the hearts, get this going.
Yeah, because we have to do this like this, because the moment that the slaughterhouse knows we're here, they act differently and they try and rush the trucks in. So this will give us a moment, or Steve a moment, to actually film the animals so you can see them, and then I'll go park and join Steve when I can.
We are literally 30 seconds out from the location.
Yeah.
Stay with us on this, guys. I'll give you the heads up as well. You can also hit screen record and use this for activism. Use this as much as we can. Let's get these animals seen by the world.
I can't see the truck down there, so you have got a bit more time.
Got a bit more time.
I think the traffic lights basically stopped them.
Traffic lights are stopping them.
Here?
Well, let me walk down?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right, gives me time. All right.
Because then I can quickly do it.
Yeah, I got space then.
Okay.
All right, Raw Spiritual Goddess, thank you for being here. All right, let's go. Yep. All right, park safe, be safe. All right.
Yeah, we're just going to take over until we arrive.
All right, guys, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to get the legs out of here. All right, all right. All right, my legs are out. That's up. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. A truck should come from behind us, guys. Should be coming from down there. All right, thanks for being in here, guys. Thanks for hitting them likes. Guys, anyone joining this stream right now, you're about to see some cows being brought to a slaughterhouse to have their lives taken for optional products. We're here today to document it. Thanks for being on the stream. Thanks for being here. Here it is. Here it is. Let me turn this around. Morning, guys. These babies do not want to die for optional products. Unnecessary violence. Poor babies. Poor babies. Okay, guys. Did you manage to see in there? Let me know if you saw them. Let me know if you caught that. I'll put this on here. Just close this down. Okay, Raw Spiritual Goddess. Did you see that? What did you see? Tell me what you saw. The truck was so high I couldn't see who was in there. I couldn't get any images of that. Real Meebo, how you doing, Real Meebo? You saw in there, Real Meebo. What was the situation in there? Were they dairy cows? Were they beef cows? Cows in there? Yeah. Did you manage to screen record? One mystery voice, cows, yeah. Thanks for being in there, guys. Please tell me you managed to screen record. Please tell me you managed to capture them. Guys, them cows and them trucks that you saw, they did not want to die today. They're being brought here for optional products. Anyone in here who is not vegan, please stay. We'll show you these victims as they're coming in. Please know, Raw Spiritual Goddess, I need to get an app for recording. Recording just over their heads. Brilliant. Okay, thanks, Kane. As long as we manage to get them seen, we've passed loads of trucks on the way here today. Juliana Romano said hi. Thanks for being in here. Dairy cows, Kane. Yeah, dairy cows. Okay, okay. So, guys, non-vegans joining this chat. The first thing I want you to tell you today is that we're not here to clash with you. We're not here to butt heads with you. We're not here to judge you, point fingers, or to in any way sort of become your enemy. We're here today for one thing only, and it's them animals. We're here for the animals. We're here to connect you with them. We do that by having these good conversations. So please, when you're here, ask questions, ask away. None of us here were born vegan, right? Okay, Mel's coming back, brilliant. James, hi from America. Hi, James. Thanks for being in the chat today, James. Welcome in. It's been a bit of a hectic start to the live stream today. We kind of was in the car. We saw the truck on the way in. It all started a little bit hectic, but we're leveling out now. Guys, in this chat, as you come in, please double tap the screen. Please put some comments in there. Let us know, one, if you're vegan, two, if you're not vegan, but you're open to conversation, and three, if you're anti-vegan. Let us know. Juliana Amaro from Central Africa, how you doing? Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Give us in 1, 2, 3, guys. 1 for vegan, 2 for not vegan but open to conversation, and 3 if you're anti-vegan. Okay, so Viewbot 100, obviously I'll take the meat emojis as a 3, so we know that you're a non-vegan. Any 2s in here yet? Have we got any 2s in here? Any 2s? Good. Good, good, good. James, number 2, perfect. You're exactly who we're here for, James. Thanks for being in this chat. We've already got 25 people in this chat. Yeah, bring it, Mel. Bring it as well, Alyssa. So, James, the reason why we want number 2s in here, vegan multitaskers, how you doing, guys? Thanks for being in here. Thanks for dropping the comments. The reason why we need the number 2s in here, right, is because you're the people who we're trying to connect to. Because the animals who are going inside this building, let me put it behind you here. This building you can see here, this is a slaughterhouse. This is an ABP slaughterhouse. This is Guildford. You're the reason why we want to talk to you, because you may not even understand the reason why these animals are going inside here. You may not even know why. I didn't understand that cows just, I thought, sorry, that cows just produce milk, right? Ate grass, produced milk. No one ever told me that to have my milk chocolate, a mother cow had to have a pregnancy forced on her, had to have her baby taken away from her. No one told me that. No one told me that males were killed in the dairy industry because they don't produce milk. No one told me that male chicks were blended up alive because they don't produce eggs. I never knew these injustices. Alex Activism, thanks for being here, Alex. Thanks for the comments. Alex, you could probably already see it's going to be an emotional one today for obvious reasons. So yeah, listen, we didn't know, right? So number 2s, you're exactly why we do this. We're here for you. You have compassion, you have a heart, and we just need you to see, we need you to know. We want you to understand. We're trying to get the animals seen by you, by people with compassion, by people with a heart. Because when people with a heart and compassion see the truth, this is when we get systemic change and we change for them, right? Anybody with half a heart, with half a bit of compassion, when they see what animals go through, they change and remove themselves from supporting that industry. It's the most simple thing to do. When you see an injustice, remove yourself from it. It's as simple as that. Anyone looking at the screen right now, you are looking at the gates of a slaughterhouse. This is an ABP slaughterhouse. This is Guildford. Dairy cows are brought here predominantly. Beef cows also are brought here as well to be killed. And they're being killed here, guys, for optional products, right? Products that you do not need. Now, when you look at why the fact that we don't know that dairy cows have to have their babies taken for us to steal their milk, why don't you know that male chicks are sent into a macerator and blended up on the first day of life? It's because the industry doesn't want you to know. Mel's saying that she can hear the cows from the back. Maybe we'll take a trip around the back at some point. The industry doesn't want you to know. So number 2's in the room, the non-vegans in the room, the consumers in the room that do have compassion and empathy. The whole industry is designed to not let you know the reality, to not let you know the truth. Okay? It's not because you're a bad person, it's because you don't know. And this is why when good people find out the truth and the good people find out and know, they change. When it comes to being an animal rights activist, what do we have to do? All we have to do is put our camera up and show you the reality. The meat, dairy, and eggs industry, however, the fishing industry, they have to lie to you. They have to humane wash. They have to propagate. They have to tell you all this nonsense BS for the consumer to believe in the lie, to pay for it. Because no one with the right mind would pay for that amount of violence. The apprentice says that we already know we don't care enough because we've got to eat. Listen, the apprentice, if you truly know, and you're honestly open with saying, I don't care enough, then you fall into the small minority of psychopaths. You fall into the small minority of people who also would say that it's okay to force yourself on another human. You'd say that child trafficking is okay. You're in that small percentage of the population that thinks this exploitation and injustice is okay. If you truly know what happens to animals and you're okay with it, then you're in that minority. The majority of people may not be vegan. I'll give you that at the moment, right? But they're only not vegan because they don't know the truth. When they know the truth, they go vegan. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Yeah, animal farmers should be in prison. Yeah, absolutely. Dad said, rude to insult people, but it's your bread and butter. I'm not insulting anybody. I'm telling you my opinion. My opinion is if you know what happens to animals and you say that it's okay and you try and justify it, my opinion is you small into the full percentage of people that are psychopaths. It's as simple. How could you not be? How could you see what happens to animals and then continue? Hey, Jason, thank you for being here. Okay, guys, as the room's filling up, let me see ones for vegan. Let me see twos for non-vegan but open to conversation, and threes if you're a troll. Let me threes, or if you're a troll, also double tap the screen. Shorts 8589 has asked what's going on. Shorts, thank you for asking that question. Let me tell you what's going on. On the screen right now, that gate that you can see in the center, that is the gate to a slaughterhouse. This slaughterhouse is in Guildford. We're at ABP Slaughterhouse here. They kill cows, dairy cows and beef cows. We're here today to defend the animals, to stand up for them, to get them seen, to get them out to the world, to help non-vegans with a kind heart and compassion connect to the injustice. Because when kind people see the reality and the truth, they remove their support for this evil, violent industry. It's as simple as that. Loads of ones in the chat, loads of ones, loads of ones. Loads of ones. Thank you for all being in here, guys. This chat room is not an easy place to be, especially when the trolls come in. Tim Fisher stands up for the insects. Tim Fisher, are you vegan or are you just an insect advocate? Alex, yeah, there was a truck, Alex. So we turned up on the way here. We actually had a truck about 3 cars behind us. That's why Mel dropped me off and I jumped out, got the live stream going and was able to get some of the cows on the live stream. So we kind of started a little bit hectic today. Mel's just parking up and now Mel's coming to join me. I can just see her coming down the road now. So she'll be here any second. Trit's dad seems to think that I'm insulting people. What's more insulting? Sending dairy cows to slaughterhouses because you like the taste of their breast milk stolen from their babies? Or a vegan who's just literally telling you black is black and white is white. It's as simple as that. Oh, Alex, thank you, mate. Thank you for your relentless activism. We're all in it together. We're all in it together. This is what we do. The Apprentice sounds triggered. The Apprentice, I feel sorry for you. Yeah, vegan multitaskers, exactly. Apparently every animal rights activist is unemployed, right? Apparently none of us have jobs. You can't be compassionate and fight against the injustice and work at the same time, apparently. Guys, what you're seeing on the front of your screen right now is the slaughterhouse. This is in the UK. Okay. In the description, you can click in and you can go and watch Dominion from there. You it, Mel?
Yeah.
Let me just see if
need
your
to see my mic's
let me get your mic up.
connected. Let me know. Sorry.
Yeah, your mic's good.
Yeah,
your mic's good.
So we always have to do what we can to make sure we get the animals. So if you see a truck, plan change, and priority is getting the animals.
Yeah.
On camera, because when people see the animals, people change. Now, so that truck we rushed to get in front of, did they stop the truck or not?
Well, yeah, for a moment. We've actually had it a lot better on Element of Surprise a lot of the time.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yeah, because we would have had they would have known we're coming.
Yeah.
But there was another truck that I saw on the side of the road when we were coming, so we know there's another truck in a lay-by.
Yeah.
Looked like the driver, don't know for sure, but it looked like they were eating animal bodies, whilst they had parked the animal bodies up on the lay-by. Now I'm annoyed because I only noticed the truck as I was past the lay-by entrance. Otherwise, we would have started the live stream there and filmed the animals there because we would have had so much time. But it was a big grey truck, and we'll have to be on that side to get.
Yeah, we have to be heads on a swivel here today.
Yes. So yeah, sorry, I'm out of breath. Is my audio all okay? Yeah, people in this chat have gone vegan from the live streams. That's so good, so good. When people see the reality of what happens to the animals, they change. Yeah. They really do.
We've got loads of awesome activists in there, loads of support.
Yeah, I just seen vegan multitaskers are in here.
Alex is in. We've got loads of people in there. Yeah, Real Meebo's in there.
Oh, epic,
We've got loads, all the gangs coming in.
That's so cool. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Awesome, loud and clear. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, yes, so I'm just going to move this so you can see inside a little bit here. Truck coming out. Wow, they unloaded fast, right? Unloaded fast.
They get to go home, right?
A second one. There's now a second one going to be unloaded.
They get to go home. The truck goes in, one person comes out. Not everyone comes out. The rest of them are in there having their heads cut off for optional products. How does it make you feel driving these animals to their death? How does it make you feel?
Hi.
You should feel guilty. You should feel guilty. You should feel immense guilt for what they do to these baby animals.
Yeah,
disgusting.
They need to feel the pressure. So many trucks today. So yeah, there was the one in the live lay-by will be coming around soon. I just want people to also understand, guys, the urgency of what is happening, the importance of change is urgent because these animals are in here right this second. They're in here now. Look, beyond this, they're in here. Wow, such evils.
Yeah.
Evils from here. That stinks. It stinks because when you start dismembering individuals, cutting individuals up, stabbing individuals in the throat, it stinks. Like,
yeah, it smells
blood,
bad.
Metallic. It's a very heavy stench in these places. Very heavy, and it makes you feel sick. It makes you want to throw up. Yeah, come on, Mike. What are you doing for the animals? I think, yeah, guys. Is anyone in here not vegan yet, but wants to know more?
Yeah.
Because I just want to say thank you to every single person in this live stream, whether you're vegan or not at the moment. We all weren't vegan once. Well, most of us. Luckily, some people, like vegan multitaskers' children, are so lucky that they're born vegan.
Yeah.
So lucky.
Someone's saying shut up and go and eat grass. Like, why would you be so defensive of people, or so offensive of people, sorry, who are just trying to defend animals? You know the mission, right, is to just make people be kind to the animals. Consider chickens, consider pigs, consider lambs. What is it about someone trying to defend an innocent victim who's done nothing wrong, they've committed no crime? What is it about people trying to defend them that literally triggers you to the point where you feel like you want to come on here and comment comments like that? James Peterson says, not vegan, but want to learn more.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, James.
James, thank you very much. James, you're exactly why we do these lives. It's
open-minded people.
Open-minded people with compassion. So James, thank you for being in here. We are outside of a slaughterhouse in the UK. This is an ABP slaughterhouse in Guildford. Here they're killing dairy cows. Let me stand in front of here. Let me know if I'm in the shot. So, am I in there? Is that good?
Yes, sorry, yes.
All right, James, let me explain to you the dairy industry, because I didn't even know the dairy industry. The dairy industry is what made me vegan. I believed that cows ate grass and then just produced milk. I didn't realize the dairy industry was a standalone industry. Okay, so the dairy industry starts with a bull. They take a bull and they'll electrocute them and basically make the bull ejaculate and collect the bull's semen. Okay, they then take that semen and they artificially inseminate a cow. I think it is more accurate if you say a word that begins with R and sounds like grape. Now, they put their whole arm inside of the cow's anus and they hold her cervix into a position where when they inject the bull semen, that she gets pregnant. Now, that's her bodily autonomy taken away from her. She's not consented to that pregnancy. She doesn't want to have a baby. The baby is forced upon her. If that pregnancy takes, then she'll hold her baby for 9 months like any other mammal. If the pregnancy doesn't take, she gets one more opportunity until she's deemed empty by the industry. Once the industry deem her empty, then she's no longer profitable. She'll be sent here to die, no matter what age she's at. Now, if she did conceive that baby and she carried that baby for 9 months, in 9 months, when the baby's born, if the baby's born a male or female, they're separated. Doesn't matter if they're male or female, they're all separated from their mums. Reason being is the milk that was intended for her baby is going to be stolen from her and used to produce cheese, dairy, milk, yogurts, cow's milk for coffees and teas, etc., etc. If the baby was born a male in the dairy industry, they don't produce milk. They're killed immediately or 2 to 3 months after for veal. Females are taken away from their mum and put in isolation hutches. They're given a small amount of the colostrum and they're then given a milk substitute because the milk that should be intended for her, again, has been stolen. When she is sexually mature, then the female born will be put onto the back of that dairy line and exploited in the same way that her mum was. Now, when the mum's milk production starts to decline, if she gets a bad temper, mastitis, or any illness, if she becomes a down dairy cow where they're too exhausted in the industry, they're also sent to the slaughterhouse to be killed. On average, the average age of a dairy cow to be sent to a slaughterhouse is between 4 to 5 years old.
Hi.
4 to 5 years old. Not that it would matter if they lived their whole life and then were sent to a slaughterhouse at the end of their life, but I'm just giving you the statistics of just how exploitative and evil this industry is. There's the dairy industry, right?
To your left. Oh, that's funny. I think there'll be something made.
Oh yeah, they were filming me earlier. Yeah, they were filming me earlier. That's okay.
Weird.
That's okay.
Weird.
They were filming us earlier.
No, it's not.
You think we should all be here for the animals, right?
Yeah,
we're all here for the animals.
We won't stick down to that.
Yeah. So guys, that's the dairy industry. That's the dairy industry.
Yeah, there's also FSA breaches here. Do you want to talk about that? The FSA breaches? Any update on that? No update on the FSA breaches. Don't care. You don't care? Are you a lorry driver or do you work here? Are you a truck driver or do you work here? Truck driver. What company? The grey one. Why are you giving me evils today?
Is there any response to the major failings at this site? How many? Was there 5 major non-compliances at ABP Guildford? Still haven't been addressed?
Yeah,
Any
I don't know if
comments?
you've seen the FSA non-compliances, but they've breached major and non-major compliances here. It happened in June, and then there was an update in November, and nothing was changed. Just so you know, that's where those cows are going in here. Somewhere that doesn't even adhere to like the bare minimum. Ian, do you know if there's an update on that? No. I think he mouths no idea. Because they obviously don't care, right? They obviously don't care. So there's been major breaches at this facility. In June last year, there was an FSA investigation done where they found major breaches. I'll find them in a moment so I can tell you what they are. They're on the Animal Aid site. What's that?
Good question here. Finish what you were saying, then Steve, we're going to come to your question after Mel's finished.
Okay,
saying.
yeah. So that happened in June, and then they came back in November, and nothing had been changed. So they obviously did not care to even adhere to the bare minimum. Now, I do want to say we are not here for welfare, okay? But I just want you guys to know that these places that say they're so humane and transparent don't even adhere to the bare minimum welfare for these animals. Now, I personally think, and I think you would think as well if you were the victim, that there is no nice way to stab someone in the throat who doesn't want to die, right? For me, that would be murder. And for these animals, the act is exactly the same. But because they want your money, they put the word humane in front of the killing to make you feel better, because they know you're not bad people. They know they just want to brainwash you and condition you with words to make you feel better about paying for something and never question it. So I just wanted to point that out. What's the question, Steve?
Go over there and I'll ask you it.
Okay.
Stephen 5025, thank you very much for your question. Steve, is organic milk any better? I use that because I assume it's better for the cows. The food industry is the worst.
Okay, really good question. Thank you for asking that. And I presume that you do that because you feel like you care about the animals and you're trying to do it in a better way. I completely know where you are because I used to be that person too. Now, organic to the animals means zero, nothing. So organic doesn't mean like better care or anything like that. All it means is that the animals aren't injected with things like growth hormones, steroids, and things like that. But sorry, there's loads of traffic here, so I don't know if you can hear me too well. But the fact that you're trying to find a good way of doing it shows that you have compassion. Now, I realised that all the animals, whether they're free range, organic, wherever they are from, local, they all go to a slaughterhouse. So they all end up with a knife in their throat at just a fraction of their lifespan. And it's all because we're paying for animal products. And I'm not here to judge you, by the way, whatsoever, because I used to pay for that too, but I didn't know either. I was buying free range eggs. I actually would be really angry at anyone who bought caged eggs, even though I wasn't vegan, because I always said I loved animals. My dog was my best friend my entire life. I loved animals, and I still love animals to this day. My heart has actually always been vegan. My heart is the same, and who I am as a person has not changed since going vegan. It actually just aligned, and I felt liberated when I did understand the industry and I went vegan, because in my past, I thought I wasn't hurting animals because I never made the connection between who was on my plate, or the cow's milk I was drinking was intended for a baby cow, not me. And so I lost my train of thought there. And now when I realised I changed because I felt disgusting in myself when I realised the reality. A good documentary for you to watch is Dominion on YouTube, and also stay on this live stream because you will see big factory farm trucks come in here, and you'll also see small local farms as well with maybe 1 or 2 cows on coming into this place as well.
Let me just answer this quick, because All Things UK1 just keeps asking this question and I want to answer it for you before you go. All Things UK1, this is the UK, this is ABP Slaughterhouse. They're killing cows here today. Thank you for your questions and comments in there. Guys, I also want to take a little moment to thank all the vegans and the activists in here. You guys are doing an amazing job. Thanks for letting us know that the audio is good. Thank you for commenting back to the comments in here. Chat room can be a really difficult place. We appreciate every single one of you being there with us. Absolutely. We really do from the bottom of our hearts. So thank you for being in there.
Yeah, massively, massively. Like Steve said, like we're here, but the chat room can be so awful sometimes, because like you see these animals going into this place. They're being stabbed behind me as we speak right now. And you see people in the chat room, the small minority of people who like just mock them. And I think mocking a victim is the lowest form of a human. And I know that if that particular individual was behind these gates and about to go into humane slaughter, they would be begging and fighting for their life. Those animals do the same. They beg, they fight, or they freeze, and they're so scared. That's the 3 natural reactions you have to fear, is to freeze and be like, oh my gosh, or to fight with everything you have, or to evade?
Dirty Mike, you don't like being shown the obvious, like what Alex is doing to you. Alex is literally just holding up like a mirror and showing you how ridiculous your claims are, and you're throwing your toys at your pram because it's making you look like, you know, a little bit challenged there. Dirty Mike's position was basically, why don't you physically stop the trucks and get the animals out? And Alex is just pointing out the fact that we couldn't do that because it's against the law. And Mike, if you truly cared about us stopping the trucks, you could stop the trucks by being vegan and not paying for the next truck to go in.
Yeah, don't you think
It's
that's
nothing
weird?
to do with being cowards, Mike. Actually, vegans are the opposite of cowards. Vegans have a very strong heart. They have the strength to stand up against the societal norm. They have the strength to potentially ostracize themselves from society in the name of what's right. So when you say vegans are cowards, that's a projection. Maybe you're too much of a coward to go vegan because you don't have the backbone to stand up against your social circles. Maybe you don't have the courage to stand up against social pressured situations, your family, your friends group, etc., etc. So don't project the fact that you don't have the strength to be vegan onto vegans who are outside of a slaughterhouse, by the way. This is a difficult place to be. Animals are here dying. I can smell their insides. I can hear them in the lairage waiting to go into the kill floor.
Yeah, Mike, you were tucked up in your bed, right? Probably in your mum's bedroom, saying vegans are weak. Oh, we should take the animals from the trucks. I wish we could. I wish we could save every single individual because no one should ever go into a slaughterhouse, including you, Mike, including you. Okay? Now the fact that you're like, take them and get them out, that's what you do by being vegan. Okay? The whole time you're not vegan and you're being like, oh, do this, do that. You're such a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. But
Scott Huffman, no, this is not pre-recorded.
No, this is live. This is live at a slaughterhouse today, right now. You saw us Friday. We're outside the chicken slaughterhouse with a gas chamber, baby disabled chickens. They're 42 days old. Now, when I say baby disabled chickens, that is not me exaggerating. These chickens have been selectively bred to grow so fast in a short space of time that their legs cannot hold them up. They should be little tiny chicks, but they're white, larger chicks and their legs are broken underneath them.
People were saying about halal slaughterhouses. Have you been to halal slaughterhouses?
Yeah, it's all the same. If I showed you the inside of a halal slaughterhouse and the inside of this slaughterhouse, you wouldn't see the difference. It's just wording. Again, it's just the industry lying to you to make you feel better, whether you're Muslim and you need the word halal, whether you're non-religious and you need the word RSPCA to make you feel better, or cage-free. It's all just words. It really is a wall of words for you to feel better.
For Beezy, if you're vegan, be vegan and get on with it and stop telling us about it and telling what we should or shouldn't be eating. No one's telling you what you should or shouldn't be eating. We're simply telling you the realities of your choices. We're simply defending the animals. If it was you who was commodified, if it was you who was being exploited, if you were on the other end of this knife today, I'm sure that you'd be really grateful for the activists standing up and showing the oppressors the plight that you faced. No one can force you to make the decision to remove your support for this violence, but what we can do is show you the reality and the transparency that the industry won't, so that if you then at least have the education, you can then make an educated decision. Because at the moment, the decision you make to oppress animals isn't one of education. This is one of indoctrination and conditioning. The industry have lied to you and they've told you what they want you to hear. This is why so many people believe in humane slaughter. This is why so many people believe in free range, the RSPCA Assured logo, the red tractor logo. The consumer believes in this nonsense because you've been conditioned to believe in this nonsense. So when you talk about forcing, no one's forcing you. You're the one forcing animals inside these gates in front of you to die, but you don't have to. You can remove that choice. Now you know better.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Is the truck driver out here because he can't face seeing the animals being unloaded off the truck?
I wonder.
They never stand out here.
Is that a truck driver, is it? Would he not talk? Would he talk to you when you wanted to talk to
A
him?
little bit. I'll ask him. Do you know how they kill them in here? Do you know how? Are you standing this side because you don't want to look the victims in the face? Because you've just driven all those sweet angel-like beings to their death? Like, how did you get into this industry? What in your life happened to make you so heartless and conditioned? You're laughing because you're feeling uncomfortable. People laugh when they're uncomfortable because they don't know what to do. It's like a pack mentality thing. How would you feel if that was you in there? How would you feel if that was you and your family in that truck and someone had driven your family to a place like this, a place of hell? Each one of those individuals that you felt in the truck, every time you drove and you felt them move around, you heard them, each one of those individuals are going to face a knife in the throat. For what? Every bit of money you make in this place is blood money. But I just want to tell you that you can change. Anyone can change. Some of my closest friends are actually ex-slaughterhouse workers. They just didn't know either. They were conditioned just as much as you guys. But then when they realized there's no justification to do this, there's no reason to do this, they changed. And now they're an extremely powerful voice on the right side of history now. You can do that too, you know. I know you'll hear maybe family have always done it. You also have the power to change, you know. Or I know you know our socials, because obviously I know stuff that's happened and reports that have been done. You can message us anytime and say, yeah, I want an out, and we'll help you, and we can do it anonymously. Every person in the industry is a cog in the machine.
Should we go with this? That one's ready to go.
Yeah. That's the most stupid thing to say. You're not going to stop it now.
I know. Guys, hit screen record here. These are your victims. These are your victims here.
So unfair.
Hey, angels. Hey, babies. We're so sorry. We're not like these people. We're not like these people. We're different.
No, I'm fine.
We're different.
I'm fine, thank you.
We're different to these people. We're different to these people.
Well,
We're
they're not even
sorry.
trying. Yeah.
We're supposed to be on the same side, right?
So rude.
We're supposed to be on the same
So
side.
rude.
We're supposed to be on the same side. We're here for the animals. You
Yeah,
can
we
film
are.
them.
Yeah.
We're here on the same side. We should be here for the animals.
Look at them.
It's a shame, we are here for the animals.
We are here for the
Yeah.
animals.
Stopping the trucks now.
No, we get. We need.
We're here for the
you didn't
animals.
even attempt. You didn't attempt. You got to do what you got to do
We should.
for them.
But the trucks stop because
Just don't give them any time.
Yeah.
Don't give them any time. See,
Should be on the same side. This is where
the animals don't have enough people fighting for them already.
Yeah, the movement should be united, not divided.
Yeah. So sad. Thing is, they actually banned us, so we now come and do what we have to do for the animals. So we're just here for the animals. That's
well,
it.
that's why we're here.
Yeah, and I know most are like that, but certain
you know,
individuals.
Because of the abusive behaviour, they're not.
Well,
gonna
there's no abusive behaviour. It's only inside, isn't it? But when you're banned from somewhere,
we're
you got to do what you got to do for the
Sorry,
animals.
mate. Sorry.
Well, and bear witness.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
That's great. That's good. That's good, and that's great. We all should be doing that. That's good. Yeah. Everyone should be on the same side.
Absolutely.
It's not fair on the animals to do what certain
The
people
animals
do.
need everyone. They need everyone.
Have you looked the animals in the eyes? Have you looked at them before they get stabbed in the throat? How does it make you feel? No comment says it all.
Lisa, can you grab our...
Yeah.
If the industry won't be transparent, then we force transparency. We won't allow a silly little gate to stop us filming the animals. We won't allow a silly little camera to stop us filming the animals. We're here for the animals. Do you think these spiked fences will stop us? Do you think that this CCTV will stop us? Of course it won't. Let's put it down here, I'll get a good shot. Got it?
Yeah, do you want me to stand on it? It's a bit wobbly.
That's fine. If you ask for my opinion, these are nothing more than slave trucks driving slaves to their deaths. These are slaves of the dairy industry, born a commodity, given a number, not a name, exploited until every last drop of milk leaves their body, and then sent to a slaughterhouse to have their necks slashed open and have their bodies hung upside down while the blood pumps out of their neck. Never morally considered, never given the true value. There, look at the eyes of that victim going in.
So unfair.
She does not want to die today. She does not want to lose her life today. Neither does this individual here. What's the moral difference between these animals and your cats and dogs at home? Why is it okay to do it to cows, but it's not okay? If this trailer here was full of dogs, you'd all be on my side.
How do you feel seeing them? We're not the enemy, by the way. We know that you've been conditioned just like everyone else has. That's why I'm saying there's a chance for you to leave as well. You can message us on social media anonymously as well, and we'll help you get out. It's the wrong side of history. Wow, already a post done about us. It's so rude. Actually, it's disgusting. I think we should. We've been
They've done posts already? Yeah, all right, let's address it on the live.
let me just show you. Can't
Maybe-
talk to us personally.
Huh?
Let's just be here for the animals and we deal with that later.
Yeah,
'Cause
we'll
it's
deal with
not
that
fair
later.
on the animals. Animals are the priority. The fact that no one even attempted says it all to me. You good?
Yeah. Just gonna hold that there. Yeah.
We don't want to sink to that level.
No. No, we're here for the animals. This is exactly who we're here for. We keep our focus in the right direction.
And giving them nothing.
Yeah.
Even like.
Guys turning up to this live stream right now, this truck is full of dairy cows who are being offloaded to be killed today because their milk production is most likely slowed down. Maybe they've been deemed empty by the industry. Empty is a term used when they can no longer...
This wasn't the truck I saw in the lay-by, by the way. This wasn't the truck yet. There's another one coming.
Yeah, there's more coming. We're here today, guys, to connect you, the consumer, with these individuals on this truck. I want you to ask yourself, what's the moral difference between these individuals here and your cats and dogs at home? What is it about a cow that means it's okay to send them to a slaughterhouse to stab them to death?
Look at that. The way that happens is wrong.
I didn't see it. You have to tell me later on.
Friendly.
What's the moral difference, guys, between these individuals here and the animals that you have at home that have Christian names? They get vet treatment when they're sick. They give belly rubs when they want. They're allowed up on the sofa to give you cuddles. What's the difference between them and your cats and dogs at home? To them, their desire to live is just the same.
Yeah, I agree, Alex. I agree.
Their ability to feel pain, their ability to suffer, their desire to live, no different to your cats and dogs at home. Please don't be the reason why these beautiful animals are sent to slaughterhouses anymore. Live vegan, remove your support for this violence Remove your support for this exploitation of these mothers. Stop sending male dairy calves to their death at a few months old at the max.
Weird. So this is a slaughterhouse, guys, right now. This is a slaughterhouse where they kill cows, the dairy industry, the beef industry. Absolute hell. Horrific. Absolutely horrific. So if you're not vegan, they're in here for you today. Look at all this. This is their feces on the floor going up to the slaughterhouse here. Any interaction, make sure cameras are on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Please double tap the screen. Please like, comment, share. The animals need to be seen. Guys, the power of live stream is so powerful. We have nearly 100 people in the room here. It's insane. Please get involved with live streaming. All you gotta do is pick up your phone and live stream. We are running Project Live Stream so we can help you do this as well. We have some big plans happening that will be happening soon. The slaughterhouses won't know what hit them, and the animals need you defending them. Every single warrior for the animals is needed.
I just saw a comment here, do you not like cheeseburgers? Yeah, absolutely. But my cheeseburgers didn't scream in a slaughterhouse for their life. My cheeseburgers are vegan cheeseburgers. For me, I have a cheeseburger, it tastes exactly the same. And I also sit there with a clean conscience knowing that that sandwich or that burger or that sausage roll or that, whatever it may be, animal product, didn't scream for their life on a slaughterhouse kill floor. You can do that too. Go and try Beyond Burgers. Go and try oat milk, soy milk, rice milk, pea milk, almond milk, whatever other milk you want. But don't buy breast milk stolen from these mums. The breast milk that was stolen from these individuals was intended for her baby, not for you. But because that breast milk is now slowed down, she's now deemed a waste product. She's a commodity that doesn't perform on the profit charts. So therefore today she's sent here to die. Guys, did you also know that it's highly likely that dairy cows are pregnant at the time of being sent to slaughter? Dairy cows are killed on their weight. So if they come here pregnant, they weigh more.
Hey, what was that story the other day where you were told there was a sanctuary who heard about an overturned lorry, and the overturned lorry had a cow who had escaped. They tracked this cow down, they saved this cow, and the cow was really aggressive. The reason this cow was really aggressive was not only their life of exploitation, but it's because they were pregnant. So many mothers are pregnant on the way to these slaughterhouses. So many mothers have a knife stabbed into their throats in these places because scumbags, people like these places exist and scumbags work in them. Pregnant mothers.
Didn't it take like a year before she allowed the sanctuary to go near her baby again?
Yeah.
Because she was so fearful that they were going to take her. Why do we think that the maternal bond between a human and her baby is more than a maternal bond than a cow and her calf? Why are we so ignorant? Why do we have this superiority complex? Why do we believe that we are so much more? Our bond is more important. We're the best. We're the top. And we use that as a justification to take her baby from her to use her breast milk in a cup of tea. Doesn't that sound a little bit crazy? These animals are forced into existence, commodified and exploited for their bodily fluids until them fluids can't be produced as much, and then we stab them to death and put them in cheap pies. That sounds mental to me. That sounds like a script for one of the most horrific horror stories you could ever imagine. And if you click on the description of this live stream and you go in and watch Dominion from the Linktree link, you'll see the horror show that I'm talking about. It's called Dominion. Go and watch Dominion, that's on there. Go and watch Pignorant, that's on there. Did you know there are active gas chambers in the UK too? Did you know that broiler hens at 42 days old are sent to CO2 gas chambers? Did you know that 6 months old piglets are sent to gas chambers? Cranswick, Pilgrim's Pride. Go and check out Pignorant, they're all on there.
Yeah, it's all facts. Speaking facts. 100%.
Go and
We've
see
got
the reality.
Rayham's in the chat who went vegan from Friday.
Oh, brilliant. Well done. Thank you for being back in the chat. Thank you for being here. We're back here today. Today, different species. Friday, we were there with the hens who were being gassed. What you can see on the screen right now is a truck as they are just offloading these mothers to kill them here. These are dairy cow mothers. Cows from the dairy industry sent here to die because their milk production slowed down. Or potentially maybe they couldn't have another baby. If they're deemed empty in the dairy industry, they're sent here. Another reason they get sent here in the dairy industry is sometimes because cows are individuals, they just have enough of being exploited. They have enough of the farmer putting his hand inside of their ass. They have enough of having their bodily autonomy taken away. They have enough of their babies being taken away. So as a result, they become a bit temperamental. They get a bit more of a temper. So sometimes they start to fight back and they rebel. So if these beautiful cows aren't compliant with having pregnancies forced upon them, they're sent to slaughterhouses to die because they didn't comply to the system they were born into. What an injustice. How disgusting. Who do we think we are to be doing this to these animals? Who do we think we are? You've been watching on that screen for long enough now. You've seen them victims. These animals, this is their last moments that you're witnessing right now. Last night was the last time they rested their eyes and slept, if they were lucky enough to. This morning was the last time that they saw the sun come up on the horizon. This is it for them. Their life is over. And when you boil it down to it's for an optional product like a block of cheese, does that seem justifiable? Does that seem okay? Is that okay?
Stinks.
Does that sit well with you? If you're a non-vegan in here, does that sit well with you in your heart? Is that okay?
Poor babies. Please do something about this and change. Mind yourself, I don't trust
This
anyone.
person gets to leave. This person gets to go home.
I don't trust them, Steve.
I'm good. Shame on you.
Shameful.
Shame on you.
Shameful. How dare they? Look, next truck unloaded in. Conveyor belt of murder, right? Conveyor belt of killing.
Absolutely.
These beautiful babies, these beautiful mothers who are likely pregnant. How dare they do this to them? How dare they? How dare people do this? The weakest form of humans would be here. The weakest. Normal people don't work in places like this, not unless they've been conditioned, and then when they have the opportunity to learn the truth, they then change. Normal people don't then know what happens and continue to be part of such violence. The natural instinct for humans is protection,
Absolutely.
not violence. The natural instinct is protection. If your natural instinct is not protection, you're working in this place, then you're not normal. You're a minority. You're the minority of people who have been controlled. It's not fair.
It wouldn't be a job that I'd be proud of telling people I do, that's for sure.
No way. Can you imagine going like, oh yeah, I drive victims to a slaughterhouse? Can you imagine that? I would not be pally-pally with them people.
This guy's not a driver. That's what my bets would be. Okay, so you can now see that these beautiful puppy-like beings are starting to be led off of this blue truck. You can see, just keep an eye on the people in there. If there are people in there, just make sure they're not going to be hitting the animals. Wouldn't be the first time.
There's already breaches. There's major breaches in this facility. Major.
The FSA found
and that's
five
sorry,
huge non-compliances here at ABP Guildford. Back in, when was it?
It was June.
In June. Then they came back and did a re-audit when?
In November.
And what had changed?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So these people don't care an ounce. They don't care an ounce. And even if it was to the bare minimum standard, it's still evil, demonic. To be able to put a knife into somebody else's throat is psychopathic.
It's crazy as well. For anyone who's on this live stream, the FSA is the Food Standard Authority. Now, when they come and they investigate or they do an audit and they say there's 5 major non-compliances, that's pretty serious, right? Now then, to come back a few months later and ABP Guildford have not followed up on one of them non-compliances from the FSA, what does that say? Is ABP Guildford saying that they're above the FSA? What position are they taking? It looks to me that way. It looks to me like they're saying that it doesn't matter. We don't need to comply by the laws of the FSA.
Let me get it up. I'll read it.
Read it out. Them animals have been off. They've been taken into the layerage. Now, if you don't know what a layerage is, anyone on the live stream, it's a waiting room to be stabbed to death.
Okay. Major failings for animal exposed at ABP Guildford Slaughterhouse. Animal aid and local animal rights activists demand urgent action following alarming FSA disclosures. Animal aid, together with local animal rights activists in Surrey, is calling for immediate intervention after the latest publicity available Food Standards Agency audit data. As of the 1st of November 2025, shows that ABP Guildford Slaughterhouse remains flagged for 6 major non-compliances and 18 minor non-compliances. That's 6 major and 18 minor. The most recent completed audit of the sites, hold on a minute. See that? 6. Whoa, hold on. 6 major non-compliances here and 18 minor non-compliances. That's not even us, that's the FSA who usually turn a blind eye. For the FSA to even do this shows how bad it is on the inside, because often the FSA turn a blind eye. So you see on Joey Carbstrong's investigation on the halal slaughterhouse, the FSA were there whilst the breaches were happening. So the fact the FSA even did a report shows it is probably not that, it's probably even worse than it is. Why is it whenever anybody, any activist who doesn't have a bias goes and puts cameras in and releases that footage, why is there always breaches? Why is there always illegal activity happening in these facilities? Every single time. You see their live footage, you see it.
What were the 5 major non-compliances? Have you got them?
Major failings for animals. Animal exposed to avoidable pain, distress, or suffering during the killing process. So that was animals exposed. Okay.
We're sorry, babies. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're not like these people. I'm sorry. Don't fucking touch me.
Oi!
You're all on camera. You're all on camera.
What a scumbag.
Notice how when he knows the camera's on, he changes then, didn't you? I got you on camera doing that. That's why we wear these. That's why we wear these.
Wow.
That's why we wear these.
Just live stream that to the world. Live stream to the world.
Here we go.
Aggressive behaviour. Let me just get this. License.
I got it. I got his SIA license. Don't worry. Awesome. Don't expect anything other than violence at these places, for sure.
Terrible.
That's why we're here to defend them babies on the inside.
Look, that's it. Hide it on the inside, yeah?
Yeah, hide it.
Hide it. So transparent, right? All these places so transparent, right? The fact they're even just hiding their name.
Yeah.
Videoed from the others too.
Yeah, I got it all.
Yeah. Absolutely horrendous. So anyone here who was saying about like smallholding, factory farms and stuff, you've just seen a farmer couple, bring in those poor cows, smallholding farm.
Yeah.
Those words are to make you feel better about paying for something horrific. They're going to the same slaughterhouse. See the big factory farm truck? Then you saw the smallholding truck. They go to the same place. And then you see how aggressive these people are. You see how aggressive they are. And then the moment he saw there was a camera, what happened? Tell them what happened.
Everyone always misses the body cameras. Everyone always. This is why, if you're an animal rights activist, put a body camera on. People don't. They don't remember that you're wearing it. People will say stuff. People will do stuff. People will act in a certain way, and you go back and you've got it all on that body camera for later on. You can use it for later on.
Absolute awful people.
Yeah.
So, but we're not here for them. We're not
No.
here for anybody else but the animals. Okay, this is why we live stream, because we optimize our reach on how many people see the animals. Like, we've got Rayham in the chat who went vegan from Friday, who is now here.
Yeah.
For
Absolutely.
the animals. Look, this is why camera equipment is so important. Look.
That's it. Well done for capturing them.
We always will. And we just want to say thank you to everyone who helps us get the equipment to do this.
We'd never be able to do it without that support and help. Guys, please subscribe to this channel. Please hit the bell. Please make sure you're here for each time we do these live streams. We do these at least 2 times a week, most of the weeks. Guys, the room's filling up. Let me know who's in here. Put a 1 in the chat if you're vegan. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but you're open to conversation. Put a 3 in the chat if you're a troll, if you're anti-vegan, if you think that animals shouldn't be seen.
Okay, so I was just talking about the major breaches happening in this facility here, okay?
Yeah.
So number 1, animals exposed to avoidable pain, distress, or suffering during the killing process. Number 2, failures in required animal welfare standard operating procedure, okay? Number 3, improper handling and movement of animals, including risk of misuse of instruments. So in other terms, using stuff to hit them and move them, which they can't do, which is illegal. They're breaching all of these.
By the way, we've got loads of number 2s in this chat, loads. So thank you all number 2s for being in here and number 1s for defending the animals in here.
Also, inadequate or poorly maintained restraining facilities and equipment, including shackle lines. Stunning methods that fail to ensure rapid and effective loss of consciousness and sensibility. Hygiene and procedure failures. Environmental hygiene and good hygiene practices. They're failing the animals in every single instant. Even if they were adhering to bare minimum, they're still failing the animals.
We're not even here on a welfare.
No. I just want people to know that the standard isn't even being met. So, but they will still happily say to you guys out in the public, oh, it's okay, I work for ABP Foods and it's all humane and all that crap. Funny though, isn't it? When you talk about the breaches, silent. They actually get a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
When I showed Avara the other day, the chicken being crushed on the truck, silent, they're embarrassed.
Careful, this guy's aggressive. Can you keep your distance from me? I feel like you're aggressive. I don't want you anywhere near us. Can you keep your distance away from me, please? I feel like you're intimidating me. I'll phone the police under harassment. Good.
Yeah.
We're being harassed here by the security, just so the live stream can see that they're coming very close, standing close to the equipment.
I don't know why the police hasn't come and arrested everybody here for
Hopefully
everything
the
that's
police
been
attend
happening
in a
here.
minute. Hopefully they come. Yeah. Guys, for anyone just joining this live stream, there's nearly 150 of you here right now. You're watching the slaughterhouse gates of ABP. You see that the security have been very intimidating. We're here to literally show the consumer the animals as they're going in to die. And it's a very hostile area. The area, just for the live stream, it smells of the insides of the baby animals who've been brought here to die today. You can see them as they come in. Like Mel pointed out a minute ago, there are small holding trucks coming in, as well as factory farm trucks coming in. So this is why we're here about the abolitionist position that this exploitation needs to end. We're here to show you, the consumers, the reality that the industry won't tell you. The industry will never tell you this. Why do you think that all of the propaganda and all the lies are green grass, are nice, happy farmers patting their animals on the head? Why all the images of the animals you see, all this humane washing and lying, when activists go and investigate these places, and it's a very different story. A very different story altogether.
Guys, who's on here who's never seen this before? Have you been shocked by what you know? Have you seen what happens now in these places? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to be on the animal's side and help defend them
Yeah.
and live vegan? Or are you going to continue paying into the industry that exploits them and that has lied to you? They've mugged you off and now you pay for their exploitation. You don't even realize, and that's not your fault. So guys, when we're talking, we are not against you. We're against the industry that does this to animals that have lied to you.
Someone's saying we've got to eat. Yeah, you do have to eat, but you don't have to eat animals or animal products. This is the exact point. This is why we're here, to point out the fact that you do not need to exploit animals. You can eat plant-based. If you want to be healthy, you can eat whole food plant-based. If you don't want to be healthy, then you can eat anything plant-based. But you don't need to have a victim.
Wow. Wow.
Certainly would not be friends of these people here.
Would not be waving certain people off. That's terrible. So just want to make a note, 12. Because we're posting.
Yeah. All right, you know what you're doing with that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's shameful. Shameful.
Yeah, Alex, absolutely.
Never align with the people here.
Absolutely. There's a lot of proud animal abuser medals to be given out today.
Yeah.
It's a shocking position, right? It's a shocking position to be anti-vegan. I understand why people might not be vegan because you're not educated, but to have a position where you're anti-vegan is absolutely absurd. It's absolutely crazy.
It's terrible.
I would never have took that position ever before.
There you go. They're going to try and get make sure they're on camera.
Do what?
I think they're going to try and come over.
It's fine.
Make sure they're on camera.
Yeah.
So weird. It's kind of freaky.
It is a bit weird. Weird place today. All I can think of is how sad it is for them animals inside there. They're the real victims being dragged inside there to be killed.
I can't believe people get never get distracted by anything else happening than fighting for the animals. This isn't a people movement. This is only about the animals and what the animals go through.
Keep your focus.
Yeah. Best thing you can ever do to others is just ignore.
Someone's put planets are alive too. I believe that they mean plants are alive. Yeah, plants are alive, but plants aren't sentient. Plants don't have a central nervous system. Plants don't have peripheral nerves. Plants don't have the ability to feel pain and suffer. I believe, I'm just presuming that you meant plants, by the way. Maybe you are saying planets are alive too.
Yeah, well, good thing is we don't eat planets, and the least amount of plants are fed to humans, and actually we'll only be able to free up 75% of the world's farmland to its natural state if the world went vegan. So yeah, it's the least amount of harm you could possibly cause to anything.
Absolutely. If you believe, and actually we can steel man your position, if you believe that plants feel pain, if you believe that plants are sentient, being vegan would still be the most moral and ethical position for you to take, because 80 billion land animals every year are fed crops that in your mind then would be feeding all them crops would suffer and die in slaughterhouses to them 80 billion animals that would also then suffer and die in slaughterhouses. So still the way to reduce the exploitation that you're personally causing would be for you to be vegan. It's as simple as that.
Hey John.
Hey John.
Guys, double tap that screen. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Because we are in the UK. We are the UK right now. And behind this gate is actually a gate of hell. And this is happening amongst an industrial estate here. Behind this gate, there are cows on these trucks who are being unloaded off onto a kill floor as we speak, who are being killed right now. I think that action was to try and antagonize.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Shame.
It makes me so sad. It makes me so heartbroken to know what happens in these places, and never should we ever let these people off. These people working in these industries, they need to feel the pressure. They need to know that this is wrong, because it is wrong. It's horrendous. It's an injustice. Car coming out. Oh, small holding.
There's a small holding truck leaving.
Steve, I'll film. Do you want to speak to them?
Yeah, try to.
Shame.
How old were the animals you dropped off today? How old were the animals you dropped off today? You got a dog in the car here. There's a dog here nice and safe. But the animals you dropped off there, they're going to be stabbed to death. What's the difference? What's the difference between your dog here and the cows you just dropped off to die? See that, everyone? I don't know if you saw that, but there was a dog nice and safe in the car right there. Rightly so, by the way. But what's the moral difference between the dog who was in the back of the car and the cows they've just dropped off here to be stabbed to death? It's really common, actually. I see it a lot. We go to slaughterhouses 2-3 times a week, most weeks. And a lot of the people bringing animals in will have dogs in the car. Now, if you're non-vegan and you're here for the information, I want you to question what's the moral difference between the dogs in the car, safe, and the animals who's just dropped off here to die. Morally, what's different? Different species, but what's the moral difference? Both have the ability to feel pain. Both have the ability to suffer. Both have the desire to live. Both don't want to die. Both should be morally considered as individuals. But why? Because they were a species of a cow, is it okay to send them in there to stab them to death for their breast milk? It's not okay. It's not okay. And there's no consistency. And this is what we're pointing out, and this is what we're trying to highlight, is that we should be consistent. If you stress test the consistency of vegans, it's consistent, right? We morally consider each individual, each sentient being. But the term speciesism literally is what's used to explain what just happened there. Dogs safe, cows exploited. It's speciesism. It's a form of racism. It's a ism. This injustice needs to stop, and this is why we're here highlighting this injustice, keeping the focus on the animals, being here for them. In the chat, put 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 in the chat if you're not vegan but you're open to conversations about being vegan, and 3 in that chat if you're an anti-vegan troll and we just need to ignore you. We're here today. This is FSA.
Yeah, Adam.
Sorry, not FSA. This is ABP, who have got major FSA non-compliances, yet no one is willing to talk about it. No one's willing to even address it. The second you turn up to these places, the transparency stops, right? Another thing to question as a consumer, what I want you all to think about is you see all the humane washing, right? You see best of British, You see RSPCA assured. You see back British farmers are the best. You see all this stuff, right? And it almost looks like we pride ourselves, or the industry prides themselves on the transparency, on how good they are. Now, if you were that good, right, and if what you did was humane, if it was all okay, then why, when people come to simply put a camera up outside the facility, does the transparency all of a sudden stop and secrecy becomes the primary objective, right? The cameras are rolling, all of a sudden, security guards are running the gate because they don't want us to see the animals. All of a sudden, the CCTV is pointing at us.
Yeah, mind your back, another truck. Sentient beings are not livestock, by the way.
I recognise that guy. He was the one who was behind us earlier. Shame on you.
Shame. Shameful.
Baby animals do not want to die.
How could you? How could you? Why would you do it? Change. Change. Disgusting. What you do is disgusting. Change your job. This is blood money. Stinks. It's not fair those people get to go. It's not fair those people get to have freedom whilst taking other beings' freedom away. I always think if you're someone who is privileged enough to be free, then you should fight for those who are oppressed. You should fight for those who are not free. And there's the biggest group of individuals in this world right now who hardly anyone is fighting for, who are being oppressed by numbers is the largest in the world, and that's the animals. The animals are being oppressed every single day. And you know what? They're one of the only victims who are mocked in their last moments, who are mocked the moment they're seen. They're one of the only victims where their oppressor will even say that they love animals. We might be able to get the unload, might go that side, get the unloading of this one.
Yeah, I'll get the thing in place.
Okay.
Wait, which one? Which one?
No, it's too big.
Yeah, it's too big. It's too big.
So guys, we're at a slaughterhouse here, okay? This is the environment around it. The trucks will come up from this way here. They'll come down. They'll turn around, come in here. All that on the floor is their feces, by the way, because they're so afraid. And they go into this gate, which usually is on an automated system. But when activists arrive, then the security come out and run the gate because they know they can open the gate as fast as possible so that we can't see the animals. This is why we have slow-mo cameras. This is why we do what we do, because on a live stream, I can keep showing you the animals over and over who have gone into this hellhole today. Let me show you. Can't see too well. And then you can see. If I go in here, it might be easier.
I think it's the camera on that phone.
No, there you go. I got it.
You got it there?
Yeah. One sec. Just needed not a reflection. This is a mother who's gone into this place today. This small holding truck. Everyone thinks they buy animals from small local places, right? Even if you did, they go into the same place as factory farmed animals. There's no difference. In fact, there was actually a study done where maybe factory farm animals had more food and stuff or whatever. Not that it makes it okay, but because it's automated and small local farmers have to go out and feed the animals, if they can't be bothered, they're not going to go out, are they? And do that. They're not going to go out. Yeah, Mother's Day coming soon, yeah. The irony of celebrating mothers, whilst mothers are going into this hellhole to be killed. Oh, Chip, thank you. Yeah, I think it was you said about it.
I'll keep an eye out for trucks.
Okay. I'm gonna actually show you the truck because you don't usually see it.
There you go.
Thank you. People need to see. So anyone who's just come into the room, this is a slaughter truck. This is what they look like. When you see these trucks on the road, they are not going somewhere nice. Oh, Chip, I can't share because I'm not a moderator, but it was a study done in Germany on 3,000 dairy farms. Wow. Yeah, so guys, search that, and have a look. But there's no right way to do the wrong thing.
No.
Hi, Aaron. Yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, the gate looks familiar. Yeah, it does. To us, it does, because we come here all the time, right? These animals, this is their first time coming here, and they're lost. Because the only way they come out of this building is chopped up into pieces. Now, I don't know who this is. Your manager?
No, he's got an SIA license. Just security.
Why are you so embarrassed?
It's just a jacket filler.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been, how many trucks have there been in this morning?
Loads.
Even as we were arriving, there was trucks coming out.
Yeah.
I saw another truck that I still haven't seen come in yet. That was on the lay-by, whilst the driver was pulled over eating at one of those, I don't know if it was a burger van or something.
Yeah.
Whilst those poor cows were in the back.
Yeah.
I was annoyed I didn't see the end, I didn't see it quick enough. I saw it as we were basically on par with them, because otherwise I would have pulled over. Their phone's going off. Yeah, otherwise I would have pulled over and filmed the animals. Okay, so I presume that's probably a truck. So he just said, okay, he's getting ready. Yeah, truck coming around the corner.
Is that my one? Where's my one of these gone?
Yeah.
Thought I'd lost it for a
No,
second.
yeah, I think he said truck coming around the corner, so. Guys, if there's another truck coming, which I think there might be. Yeah, because the security's looking. Please screen record the animals. If we can get their faces out to the world, it helps change people. Yeah, halal slaughter is torture. Any slaughter is torture. Before I was vegan, I remember being so angry at halal slaughter. It used to make me feel hot with like the feeling that it shouldn't be happening. But it's because I didn't understand any slaughterhouse. I didn't understand anything. For some reason, I just knew halal was bad. But it's all bad. You wouldn't know the difference. If I put a camera in a halal slaughterhouse, if I put a camera in a halal slaughterhouse and a usual slaughterhouse, you wouldn't know the difference. Steve, I'm going to turn this round and stay up here. Do you think I should stay? I was going to stand on that.
It's only small.
Okay. Okay, guys, so it's a small holding truck here. Oh, I hate these people.
Yeah.
Actually, it's sickening to see.
It
So that was a small holding truck that had 2 dairy cows on from the dairy industry who are now going to be stabbed in the throat inside this facility. It's so sad. It's absolute hell. How could anyone do this? Farmers perform the worst act. They perform the act of betrayal to the animals who look to them for protection, and they betrayed them. They betrayed them by sending them to a place like this, a place of hell. That farmer knows those animals who looked for him for protection will not be coming out of this place alive. They will be coming out of this place chopped into pieces. Sentient individuals just like you and I. The root cause of this is speciesism. You know how people are racist? They treated people differently on the way they looked, their skin color, their race. It's the same thing with animals. You're treating them differently on the way they look. But in all the ways that matter, they're the same as us. In fact, they're better in every single way. Humans are on par with parasites. Humans are the parasites of this world. What other species rounds up other species puts them onto trucks, forcibly breeds them into existence, to then send them to a slaughterhouse and stab them all. These people don't deserve freedom. How can someone deserve freedom when they don't give basic freedom to somebody else? Shepherds and farmers have been around for however long. I don't care. So is racists, so is rapists, so is child traffickers. Does that mean it's right?
I think the police might be here. See the police are driving down. Hopefully they're here to stop the animals being stabbed to death.
Yeah, if only, right? Like I said before, what they're doing, is a crime. That will be a crime in the future. Now, there are crimes that were committed before they were legally crimes before, right? This is one of them. When morality is in front of legality, this is what happens. When morality comes up to a certain situation that's happening, an injustice that's happening, good people stand up for what is right. It always starts from a small amount of people who stand up for what is right. And then legality happens over time, but morality comes first. So anyone who's just come into the room, this is a slaughterhouse in the UK. This is ABP Foods. So see how it's even said foods. Foods. They are not food, just like you're not food. They're sentient, living individuals. They have eyes. They have a brain, a central nervous system, just like you do. But they just look different to you is all. Is that really a good enough justification to exploit them, oppress them, take their children from them, kill their children, blend up male chicks alive in the egg industries? Do you think that's really a good enough justification? It wouldn't be a justification for you, would it? It wouldn't be a justification for you. Right, guys, let's see who is in the room. Number 1, if you're vegan. Number 2, if you are not vegan but open-minded. And number 3, if you really enjoy animal abuse.
Let me see what we got. Let me zoom this camera out. Zoom out a little bit so you can see the full gate on here, guys. Loads of ones in the room. Loads of ones. Thank you all very much.
I'm
for being
super
in
vegan
here.
one. Yes, Chip.
Thank you all for being in here. Okay, guys. So listen, the reason why we're here, okay, first of all, we're not here to clash with the non-vegans. What would be the point in us coming here, trying to get you on our side to see what we've seen, understand what we understand, and then clash with you? It wouldn't make sense. We're here to just show you the education that the industry won't. The industry hide, right? If the food
Hi, Jake.
system, if you call it that, is so transparent, why is there 14-foot spike fences all the way around this facility? Why is there 2 security guards rushing this gate in, not allowing the cows to be seen? Why is there CCTV pointing down at us, monitoring every move that we've got, when we simply have a camera to show you the cows coming in? We simply are showing you the animals coming in. Now, if this industry was so transparent, if it was so humane, if it was all okay, surely they'd have no problem with the members of the public seeing the reality of the ways they make their money, right? They should have no problem with the consumer seeing the full process from start to finish. Now, when we talk about the full process from start to finish of a dairy cow, it starts with taking her bodily autonomy away from her, forcing a pregnancy on her, and stealing her children after 9 months of that pregnancy being over. When the male is born in the dairy industry, he's killed. Why? Because he doesn't produce milk. Males are a waste product in the dairy industry. The dairy industry, in fact, shouldn't be called the dairy industry. It should be called the breast milk industry.
Yeah.
Because it's exploiting mothers for their breast milk. It's as simple as that.
That's so true.
Now, the females, when they're born, they're put in isolation hutches away from their mums. They're given a small amount of colostrum, and then they're fed a milk supplement. Now, why are they given a milk supplement when their mum is literally 50 meters away from them? And if you don't believe what I'm telling you, I've investigated these dairy farms. I've been in there. I've seen it all myself. I've seen the mums and I've seen the babies 50 meters away. Why can't they drink her mum's milk? Because that milk is going towards chocolate bars, towards cheese, towards yogurts, towards optional products that you do not need to buy as a consumer. Now, when she's sexually mature enough, she gets forcefully impregnated and put on the back of that dairy line. Does that sound ethical to you? Does that sound like an industry that you want to support? Now, the dairy cows coming in here today will be here for a couple of reasons. Most likely because their milk production slowed down. They can no longer produce the amount of milk required to deem them profitable. So they're sent here. On average, they're 5 years old when they're sent here. Majority of the time they're sent here pregnant because they weigh more. Dairy cows are sold on weight.
Some silly person. God created cows to feed humans. Wow. Then your God sounds like the devil.
Yeah, what a ridiculous statement.
How sadistic.
I don't think that people really believe that, right? God created cows to feed humans. I don't believe that.
These are man-made animals.
What if let's just take the same scenario. Let's say that I was doing this to dogs and I said my God created dogs for me to do this to dogs. Would you say that's okay?
Yeah, Aaron put that's what a bot would say. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Aaron.
Wow. If God was to create you a food source, a nice, kind individual would create you something that didn't feel pain or have a central nervous system. Oh, like plants. Like cow's milk. Oh, naturally, that's for the baby cow. Oh, did God create you to have cow's milk as well? But you're not a baby cow. Think before you speak. It's messed up.
Cheese 4402 says that they're salivating over the pigs that are coming out of this slaughterhouse. This slaughterhouse is dairy cows here. If you're salivating over 6 months old pigs coming out of gas chambers, I'd seek medical professional help because that doesn't sound like a normal operating brain to me.
Yeah. Oh, Scott put God didn't create cows, man did ? Yeah, so what I mean is the animals in farming are not natural animals. So what they've done, there was a like a natural cow to start with and chickens and animals who are in the farming industry. But what humans have done is selectively bred them to grow really fast in a short space of time, to produce loads of milk, to make them fatter. Like they're not natural animals, the animals in the farming industry, they're genetically modified animals.
Absolutely.
Just got to clarify that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, the objective of us being here today is to reach people with compassionate hearts, with kindness in their hearts, with empathy in their hearts. If you're someone who doesn't have empathy, if you're someone who doesn't care, who isn't kind, if you're one of them horrible people, then just swipe past, just move on, no need to be here. But if you're someone who does care, if you are empathetic, if you do consider, for example, dogs and cats morally, please stay here. Because the extension from considering dogs and cats to extending that to cows, chickens, pigs, sheep and lambs isn't too far. You just got to realise that we identify them as an individual as well. If you've already got empathy in there for some animals, it's just about being consistent and showing you that there's no moral difference between the animals that you do morally consider and the ones that you currently don't.
So Steve, what would you say to someone who says they're an omnivore?
You're not. You just, well, no. Let's say, because we can get into the conversation, you're an omnivore, you're a frugivore, you're a herbivore, and all these kind of things, right? But the largest collective of professionals, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, have stated their professional position is that you can be healthy in all stages of life, including pregnancy and infancy and old age, on a whole food plant-based diet. So therefore, science is on our side saying that you can be. So by trying to use things like I'm an omnivore or I've got canine teeth, all these other excuses, they don't hold up. Science says that you can survive on a whole food plant-based diet. So now that decision falls back onto your moral compass, your morals, your ethics. Where do your morals and ethics sit with stabbing animals to death for what you now know are optional products?
Yeah, TGG. Hi, Mel and Steve. Is there a certain Australian film I can watch to learn more about how animal agriculture industry works? Dominion is completely Australian. I'm not sure specifically on like if you're talking about the environmental stuff, but there's Cowspiracy. Hold on, is that a truck?
Is that a truck?
1 second.
No, it's not, is it?
I can't tell. No, it looks like
Looks
something else.
like a waste truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, also, if anyone else knows in the chat as well, please message in there as well. It's a tractor. Yeah, it's a truck. Guys, screen record, please.
So sorry, baby. So sorry. We're not like these people.
So sad. It's so sad. Every single one of those cows is going to be stabbed in the throat in there. It's so sad. It's not fair. Real bad people do that. What the hell are you doing? Dancing? Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell does he think he is? Is this the manager? The security? Who the hell do you think you are? Those victims in there right now are going to be stabbed in the throat, and you just open the gate, and you think it's funny to dance and laugh? Even you don't do that. You dancing and laughing thinking it's funny. How dare you? How dare you? You're a disgusting disgrace of a human. I hope your family are ashamed of you. You're a violent, disgusting person, in my opinion, because if you can look into the eyes of those victims and dance and think it's funny, shame on you. Shame on you. You're disgusting. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to do that? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You're a disgraceful person. How dare you? How dare you laugh and think that's funny? You wouldn't be laughing if you were the victim, would you? Have you got kids? You wouldn't laugh if they were the victims, would you? Your family? You wouldn't be laughing and dancing if they were the victims. How disrespectful. How dare you? This is ABP, guys. ABP. This is their industry, their security. This is how they act. You've seen it live to thousands of people right now, live seeing you do that. How disgusting. Look at it. Don't be like these scumbags. Shameful. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? You're not normal. You are not normal. It's not normal to behave like you. It's not normal behavior. How dare they? They need to be called out. How dare they do that? A truckload of victims, a truckload of animals have come in through this gate that they opened, by the way, and then he's dancing. Think it's funny? How dare they do that? They're disgusting, disgraceful person. They are not human to do that. That's the definition, in my opinion, of a psychopath. Dancing on the grave of somebody else. Dancing on the violation and stabbing of someone else's death. They dance and laugh because of it. Look at it. Look at it. These people are not sentient in my opinion. How can you? How can you have a brain and a central nervous system and a heart and then do that? They're not sentient. They're nothing like me. They're not my species. No way. They're completely different. Completely different. Most people care about animals. Most people love animals. Most people wouldn't want animals going in here to be stabbed. Most people wouldn't want that. That came straight from the devil. How dare they? Sickening. Sickening. I got all that on camera. Let's show the world. Let's show the world.
Well, there are thousands of people are watching right now. I saw the whole thing live.
How dare they?
This is what you have to put up with, guys, when you come to these places. Not all places, not all people, but it's fairly consistent. Fairly consistent.
That individual today has been aggressive and been laughing and dancing when victims have gone into slaughter. Okay? Now, as much as the other security shouldn't be here as well, the other one didn't do that. Is the other one more reachable? That one, shameful.
Yeah.
Shameful.
Two very different approaches here today. One professional, one very unprofessional.
Yeah.
I have to say. Okay, guys, anyone joining this live stream not knowing what's going on, this is a slaughterhouse right here. They're killing cows right in front of us. This is ABP. The dairy cows coming in here. Also beef cows. That's cows for their bodies. Did you guys know that cows for their bodies and cows for their milk are two different species of cows, two different breeds? I never knew that. I never knew that at all. We're here today to show you these victims as they go in, to get people with empathy in their hearts to connect, people who do care to see the reality and the truth that the industry hide from you so well. The industry don't want you to see this side of it. They want you to see the humane washing adverts, they want you to see the posters, they want you to see their taglines, they want you to see all their BS they put out, but they don't want you to see the harsh reality. They don't want you to see the truth behind their bravado, their smoke and mirrors. This is where the industry has to lie to you as a consumer. The industry has to make up the lies. What do we need to do? Just put up a camera.
And then you get people who look on the outside like men dancing,
Yeah.
becoming the weakest form. The weakest. That's what a bully does when they've been caught out.
Absolutely.
And then they have to try and dance and laugh to try and get friends to like back them up. But the other security didn't back him up. I think he was embarrassed for him as well.
Yeah, remain professional.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone in here who's triggered, you realise that the objective is to defend helpless, innocent animals, right? Defenseless animals from violent, exploitative industries, from violent bullies stabbing them to death. The strong people protect the weak. It's not strong to stand in an oppressor's position and to defend the violence. That's weak. It takes true strength to stand up against an injustice. This true strength comes when you stand in front of the evil and you put the victim behind you and you say, no more, no more. That's true strength. And you can do that. You can do that. You can stand in front of the enemy and put these babies behind you, these defenseless baby animals, chickens, cows, lambs, who can't defend themselves, commodified by the industry. We were at Avara on Friday, little disabled chickens coming in to be gassed to death for chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, Voldemort, too right. Yeah. Too right. Jesus. Even when you go up to them with like the breaches and you show them evidence of stuff, really interesting. The behaviour now between the two security. One of them's the one that's remaining a bit more professional, doesn't want to speak to him.
No.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other one's desperate to have a friend.
Someone's put a comment here saying, just because you shout louder doesn't mean you're right. If I was the only person on this planet talking as quiet as I possibly could, I would still be right.
Yeah.
If I was the only animal rights activist in the world, I would still be right.
Yeah, so we got a vegetarian trying to tell us to shut up, which is really weird. Because as a vegetarian, why are you vegetarian? Do you hate animals? Because if you're obviously not vegetarian for ethical reasons, because if you were, you would be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't know, I didn't understand. Like a lot of vegetarians before they're vegan, they think they go vegetarian because they think by not eating animals will help them, but then they still continue to eat eggs and dairy and go to zoos. Now, a vegan is someone who is against the exploitation of animals, so we don't use them, hurt them, harm them in any way. We don't wear them or go and see them in entertainment. And an activist is someone who defends them. So why on earth would you rather be on the side of the industry that wants to stab them in the throat than defending the animals?
Yeah. You think vegetarians would be the easiest people to turn vegan because they already kind of understand the injustice, most of them. It's surprising how many vegetarians think that they're already doing enough.
Yeah, because like vegetarians, a lot of them, like even vegans think, oh, vegetarians doing a bit better, but actually they're not doing anything better. Studies show that vegetarians, when they give up meat, or animal flesh, that's what it really is, they actually consume more dairy and more eggs. Now, the egg and dairy industry is more abusive, right? Because they're alive for longer and they're abused for longer. So they think they're doing a bit better, but they're not. You're either vegan or you oppress animals. That is what it is. Now, anyone on here who's not vegan right now, you might not understand the industry, and that's where we're here. Because we once weren't vegan too, we didn't know. Then we had an activist tell us, show us, we now investigate, we see for ourselves, and now we're just showing you and giving you the chance to see what the industry hide from you. Because I feel like you and everybody deserves to know the reality. If I put a camera on the kill floor in here right now and I live streamed, I know there will be so many people in this chat who would change.
Yeah, 100%.
So I urge everyone to watch Dominion on YouTube, or you can watch Earthlings or Land of Hope and Glory. They're all on YouTube. Please, for your own sake, but obviously, most importantly, for the animal's sake, please watch it and just see. Just be open-minded enough to learn.
100%. That's all it takes is an open mind and an open heart and the ability to accept you maybe we have been wrong. Click in the description of this live, go into the link tree and go and click on the Dominion link. Go and watch it. Watch Dominion and see the reality. This is an interesting question from Cheese4402. The question here is, would you vegans come back to be omnivores or come back to eat meat if you know your meat is cultivated from a lab or from a base cell, like lab-grown meat? Would we basically eat lab-grown meat? I can honestly answer that with no. I wouldn't eat lab-grown meat. Even though I know no sentient animal has screamed for their life on the slaughterhouse floor, I still wouldn't go back to eating it because I wouldn't want to. So that's my opinion. Whether I think that cultivated meat could change the world for the animals is different. I think it could do. I personally wouldn't go back to eating today, but thank you for your question.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Guys, is there anyone here who does have a heart, who has maybe a dog at home, a cat at home, who has family? No, when you look into their eyes, would you want them going into a place that stabs them in the throat because someone wants to eat them? Would you really want that? Yeah, no. No is the answer. Yeah. All my life, I've loved my dog. I loved the animals around me. I could never have put them in here. But even if my dog, as I was younger, was a cow or a pig, I still couldn't. And in fact, most people couldn't either. We often say in outreach, like when we go and talk to people on the street, if there was a pig or a cow in front of you right now and you had a knife, and I don't even have to finish the sentence sometimes because they say, oh, don't even say I couldn't do it. Then you go, okay, what about now if I put a tent up and I had the pig and I gave the knife to someone else and you just paid them to stab them in the throat? Could you do it there? And they were like, no, no, no. And then it's like, okay, well, how far away do the animals have to be until you feel comfortable about paying for the same action? And then they're like, oh, yeah, I understand. Like, I get it. Yeah, you're right. Because no matter if it's happening in front of you or behind the gates of a slaughterhouse, you're still paying that person with the knife. And you can simply stop paying for it.
Voldemort's turban, Steve, but surely it's more moral in your moral stance to eat lab-grown meat. A human can agree to grow meat in a lab form from their cells, then your product would be zero exploitation, abuse of sentient beings. Voldemort's to urban, yeah, 100%. Absolutely, I would see no moral quandary with eating lab-grown meat. I think that would be absolutely like ethically okay, but I still wouldn't eat it. Like it's just I wouldn't. I'd stick with my plant-based foods, and that's my personal choice. I wouldn't be against people if people ate lab-grown meat. You know, it's stopping sentient animals going inside of the slaughterhouse and being stabbed to death.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, 100% agree with you on that. But yeah, I still wouldn't.
You know,
Some people might do. I wouldn't personally.
yeah, and I also think as well.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, is he a nice guy?
No.
Oh, I also think people need to change their mindset. They need to shift their mindset, because also the other thing that we can have too, as like great as that is when that does come, and we want to shut slaughterhouses down 100%. The mindset that we shouldn't have the mindset of exploiting animals, and also we have vertical farming as well. So we can also do the exact same thing but with plants and have zero crop deaths too. So yeah, I don't know if you saw Mr. Beast's latest video actually, where he showed they
Cultivated chicken cells.
yeah, without any animals being like harmed and stuff. And he did a taste test, and he was like, he actually thought the real chicken flesh was the cultivated meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, farming animals is not okay, not ever, and it never will be. Never has been, never will be.
No. Guys, if you're watching this live stream, please go back and view the animals as they're being brought in today for their last moments. Remember and focus on them. Please click into the description and go into the link tree and go and watch Dominion on YouTube to find out why we're here defending the animals in the way we are. The animals need us to defend them with every ounce we have, with everything we have. We need to come up against these industries and bring them down. Collectively we can. If people take personal accountability and go vegan, these industries will crumble overnight. So please go and see the reality of why we're here. Please go and watch that Dominion. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that when we go live at these slaughterhouses, you can come in and see. We go to all different slaughterhouses. We see all different types of animals going in. So we're there to educate and show you everything that we can. So please be there for the next live stream. We really appreciate it. And we also really appreciate all of you vegans in this chat, everyone who's helped to defend the animals, who's been here and witnessed it too. You're absolute legends. We literally want to thank you all so much. Let's keep going. The animals need us all.